Alrighty, welcome Plumas Pines. Check out this crowd. Wow. Way to show up on day 3 of the Apex Pro Tour at Lake Almanor. All of you at home, welcome. Welcome for tuning in. Thank you. This is the day that our anglers have been waiting for, especially these 10 anglers right here. They're competing to see who's going to be the one at the end to hoist this beautiful trophy over their head. This is the first stop of the Apex Pro Tour at Lake Almanor. We have 3 more stops after this. Man, I'm excited for these guys, especially the first one to come up. New to the Apex Pro Tour, a rookie, if you will, our youngest angler. And with our format, compared to a traditional 5-fish format where everyone weighs their 5 fish and they make it to the top 10, our top 10, 5 of them make it the traditional way with their 5 biggest fish. The other 5 from days 1 and 2 are whoever caught the most fish. And Mr. Mason Maccabee here, and this is why this format is so much fun, only had 2 fish on day 1, but then came back on day 2 with 13 fish and made that last spot in 10th place to make it to his first top 10 in the Apex Pro Tour at his very first event. That's what makes us a little bit different from everyone else. But on day 3, it's a brand new tournament. All of these top 10 guys are zeroed out, and they bring their best 5 fish to the scales, and that's how we crown our champion for Lake Almanor and all of our Apex events. So, before we get started, I really would love to thank Plumas Pines for everything that they've done. A week before we showed up, they were shoveling snow, clearing out the road for us, getting the restaurant ready. We were the lucky ones to be able to partake at their restaurant the first day of opening, or pre-opening, if you will. Man, we got a little shook up with that earthquake, and they took a hit, but that staff there was incredible. The amount of broken glass and just product that they lost and was able to clean up and get that place up and running for us. The next day, we were able to eat there. The bar was open. What an amazing place this place is. I mean, just look at this scenery. You know, most of our staff come from Arizona, Nebraska, and, you know, we're desert, so we don't know what these big green things are or the white stuff on those hills over there. So just what amazing sight for our eyes. All right, guys, before we get started, I'd like to thank all of our 2023 sponsors that helped make this happen. A&M Graphics, Excel Marketing, Accucol, Basscat Boats, Ben Green Insurance, Bob's Machine Shop, Bridgeford Food, Dish Network, Duo International, Fisherman's Warehouse Megastore, Garmin, Mercury Marine, Navionics, Next Gen Lithium, PowerPole, Price Family Dealerships, Roman Made, St. Croix Rods, Signature Gates and Welding System, Super Clean, Valley Outdoors, and Wood Brothers Flooring. All right, you guys ready to get this started? All right, from Bakersfield, California, our youngest angler in Apex Pro Tour, Mason Maccabee. All right, Mason, you're going to start this off in this hot seat here. Let's get a total weight. Way to start it off. 12.82 pounds, 12.82. Mason, grab a couple here for a photo. All right, Mason, after day 1, just looking at you, I know it was a learning curve to come to Apex. You looked a little down with only 2 fish, low weights, and then, man, did you just explode on day 2 with 13 keepers. Just tell us what this whole week meant to you, being a rookie to Apex, but then coming back and making a top 10 at your very first event.
It was fun. Today was kind of the same as yesterday. I caught a lot of keepers, not much weight, but you know, I fished pretty clean, didn't really lose any. Apex is pretty fun because I didn't never think I'd come back from 2 fish, but you know, I just put my head down and grinded. And you know, I want to thank all my sponsors: Stealth Sticks, SMC, Buck and Haydoods, P-Line, First Gen, and there's more. But and thank my family and friends for watching at home. And you know, there's a good burger up there if anybody wants one. But yeah.
Well, I know this guy's getting a check, so he's got that tab. You know, being the first angler to weigh in is very nerve-wracking, but you know what the good thing is about being the first one to weigh in? Right now, you're leading the tournament with 1282, so I'm going to go ahead and have you sit right there in that hot seat as we bring up our next fisherman. All right, from Angels Camp, California, we have Hayden Lee. All right, let's get a total weight here. 4.84, 4.84. Hayden, let's get a photo here. Well, Hayden, congratulations on a top 10 finish. I know it's probably not where you wanted to be, but heck, you're getting a check. You made the top 10. It's great for points for Angler of the Year for the rest of the season. How was it up here for you?
The first day was pretty fun. Yesterday and today, not so much. It was really tough. I was lucky to make it into the top 10 yesterday. I barely squeaked in. Today it was rough. That's all I have to say about it. It was bad. So anyway, thanks for coming, everybody. A lot of people here if you can't see on the camera. So thank you.
Thank your sponsors because Hooked is here.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Bass Cat and Hooked. Thanks for coming, Jay. Made a 4-hour drive to come watch us weigh in for me and Matt and Naidoo. So thank you.
All right. Well, Mason, you get to keep that seat warm for at least one more angler. Coming up next from Upper Lake, California, we have John Pearl. All right, Mason. Doesn't look like it's going to last. 13.46 pounds, 13.46. Good job, John. Let's get a photo. All right, John. Well, you're not a stranger to the top 10, and you're also not a stranger to Lake Almanor's top 10. You made it here last time 2 years ago when we were here, and it was a second-day comeback as on keepers too, wasn't it? Yes. That's what makes this so great. Tell us about this weekend for you.
I pretty much did the same thing I did last year or the year before last. On the second day, I ripped all my fish, but 2 were on a rip bait, and I just ran and tried to find wind wherever I could find it. It didn't really matter. Pocket, point, it didn't matter. They were, catch one here, one there. Today, I caught quite a few fish, a lot of shorts, a lot of ones that didn't help, but that big one in the male, I caught off a bed, and it was really hard to bed fish today, so I didn't do it as much, but it was good. I caught the female first, actually, and she was spitting eggs all over the floor of my boat, and then I caught the male, and I was like, oh, all right, I'll take that. But yeah, I want to thank Wild West and Apex, John, and all these guys back here. We wouldn't be here without you guys. I wouldn't be here without my sponsors, Desai Sleemer Radio, G-Rat Baits, Bass Cat Boats, Bass Union. There's a bunch more. I'm tired. I'm beat. I got allergies. My eyes are swollen. So, yeah, that's about it. Thank you.
Well, John, you don't get to leave quite yet. Go to take that seat right there. John Pro at 13:46, leading right now. Coming up next from Vacaville, California, another newbie to the Apex, Bill Yee Hines. All right, let's get a total weight. 10.52, 10.52. Billy, let's get a photo here.
I got one that looks really funny, man. Look at this. Can't even hardly put your fingers in it. See what, they got plenty of energy and they're wide open.
All right, so Billy doesn't know this, but I'm going to tune you into why we went with Billy. So we made an online post, and our favorite Instagram girl here had you as Billyyy.
Perfect.
And we're like, his name's not Billy Yee. But if you look at Urban Dictionary and you look at yee, it's a redneck way, if you will, of saying excited, fun, happy, right? Like, woohoo! And your fun meter's always been pegged this week.
It's been pegged.
What better person to have yee? So, guess what gets to stick with you this time, Billy yee? So now we have Billy Hines. 10.52. You made your first top 10 in your first Apex event. You fished the MLF Tour for a while. So you're no stranger to big events, but this is just a little bit of a different format. What'd you like about it, and how'd your week go?
Week went well. I mean, I felt pretty lucky that I made top 10. I had 4 fish on day 1 also, and I felt like I really dropped the ball by only having 4. And came back the next day with 5 pretty decent fish and squeaked in and was happy to get in the top 10. So just want to thank everybody. I want to thank, everybody from the Wild West Bass and Almanor, all the folks that come out and watch. I appreciate all you guys coming out. And Chamber of Commerce for having us here, huge. Really appreciate that. Love to come back and every year if you guys would have us. So appreciate all that. And Gunfish Marine, Sims, most of all Garmin. Garmin has really stepped up this year for me and helped me get here. So my beautiful wife sitting at home watching, thank you very much for letting me come out, and appreciate everybody here and all the guys. So.
Awesome. Thank you, Billy. Well, John, I know you got allergy eyes, but you're going to have to stay there. So you can sit there with your puffy eyes. It looks like you're crying, but you haven't lost that hot seat yet. So thank you, Billy. All right. One of the best families that travel with their father to watch him everywhere he goes, from Nevada City, Matthew Naidoo. I don't know, John. All right. New leader, 15.37 pounds, Matthew Naidoo. Go ahead and grab a couple of those big fish there, Matt. High five. All right, why don't you step to the side there? Grab a photo with your kids in it.
Can I just weigh that one for fun? Or no?
Yeah, go ahead. He just wants to see the weight of this big fish just for himself here. Let's just see what this sucker weighs. Yeah, it's 3.77.
I'll take it. Thanks, brother. Appreciate that.
All right. Well, Matt, I'm glad you got some sleep since I gave your kids a whole carton of brand new cookies last night and kept them up. Sorry, my fault, but at least you slept. Hey, 15.37, that puts you in the lead right here for Apex, our first tour at Lake Almanor. We were kind of watching you on Tourney X, and we're like, ooh, this could be really close. There's a couple anglers over there that were also catching them really, really good. So tell us a little bit about your week out here.
Oh man, it's been a great week, you guys. This is, since I started with the Apex Tour, this is number 5 for me on top 10s. I'm truly blessed. This week, I thought it was going to be a lot better, which it's great. It's awesome. I'm not saying the fishing's not good, but I started off. I had 25 bites the first day. I caught 10 keepers, and I weighed like 1269. And man, I thought I was doing terrible. I thought these guys were just jacking them up. And I started off around Hayden and Zach Thompson, and everybody's catching fish. And I'm like, man, I must be way behind. And I don't look at Tourney X out there. So, then I came in and I was pleasantly surprised. So, and I think the bites just kind of getting tougher and tougher as the days go on. Day 1, they're eating reaction. You could catch them throwing about anything. The bite was on. And with the weather we've had, the sun, I caught all my fish off of beds today. I only saw one, but I would see the dark spots, and I'd pitch my little 2.8 Kitech on them, and and sometimes it'd take 10, 20 casts for them to go, and you just feel a little tick in your line, and doosh, and bam. So that's how I caught them today. And then all week I've stayed in the same area. My fish today I've been looking at all week. I found a wolf pack of about 30 fish in one little area, but I haven't caught nothing out of that area until today. So, and they all came out of that one little zone. So, but like I said, truly blessed. Thank God. Thank Chelsea, my wife, my kids, the Apex Tour, you guys. If y'all want to fish against the best in the West, come get jiggy with it and fish against these guys. And I just want to thank all my fellow anglers, and thank G Money Jigs, Trey Williams for the support, and Gerald Williams Electric. You guys, I couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you so much. And check out Hooked and Ion. He's here right now. His commitment is anybody that makes the top 10, he shows up, and here he is. And that was what, 5-hour drive. So thank you, Jay, for showing up, man. That means a lot. Check out Next Gen lithium batteries. Everybody needs a lithium these days. And that's the hot ticket. So check them out too. And CNC Marine. I couldn't be here I don't think half of us could be here without CNC Marine. Jeremy, they used to be Citrus Heights, but it's now Newcastle. Check them out. It's hard to find somebody you trust to leave your boat, your $100,000 rig with, and he'll take care of it and make sure towels are dropped on the side, and he does it right. So check them out. I just want to thank Paul and John. They're doing a great job taking over for Randy. I miss Randy. I love you, Randy, if you're watching, man. I miss the heck out of you. But thank you, John and Paul. I really appreciate you guys. And Jeremy DeHart and Wild West. And I'm a Western Bass Shootout, baby. I got some good points. Game time, Angler Year points. Ready to get down on the Columbia River for some more smallmouth. See y'all soon.
All right, guys, hold on. So the last 2 days, we did 1, 2, 3 Naidoo, right? Today, we're going to do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Happy Mother's Day!
All righty, guys. Team Naidoo. Yeah, Dad. Sit down. All right, our next angler from Atascadero, California, Austin Bonjour. I know you've been waiting, Austin. This one's going to be close. This is, Austin. 15.15, just short, Austin. I know this one stings a little. Man, Austin, so following Tourney X, we saw you creeping up the leaderboard, all right? We got to see Matthew. It was like bang, bang, bang. And then all of a sudden you started shooting up, and we're like, wow, this is going to start to turn out to be really good. Started off a little bit slow. Congratulations on another top 10, but tell us, the people here and the people at home, a little bit about your week.
Yeah. First, I want to say thanks to you and Paul and Wild West. You guys run a great show. All your staff, you guys are awesome. Camera crews, social media girls, everybody. So, and social media boys. So, and congratulations to Matthew, Naidoo, and family. They always bring all the enthusiasm. I love that family. And all these guys behind us, and the other guys that went home yesterday, all my peers, as Ken Moss says, became a good word in my dictionary, peer, because I hear him say that a lot. But I love all these guys, and I bed fished all day today, and I just ran around like a playground the first 2 days, catching them on finesse swim baits and jerk baits, and then today I just sight fished them all. So I want to say hi to my wife back home, and my lovely little daughter, and my family, and all my sponsors. We'll see you soon.
All righty, thank you, Austin. Man, it's tough when you're that close, but hey, when you beat out the 34 other anglers to make the top 10 in Apex, and they truly are some of the best anglers in the West Coast. So, great job, Austin. All right, another young champion. This guy wins just about everywhere he goes. He's our 2022 Apex champion last year from Folsom, California, Luke Johns. All righty, Luke, 4.80, 4.80. There you go. I put that out for you guys this time. I was like, oh, you don't have to use your jersey. Well, tell us a little bit about your week.
Yeah, it started off really good. I mean, the first spot, the first morning, I smashed on them. I had like 10 keepers in the first hour and a half, all throwing a rip bait, and had about 14 pounds out of there, and that was a blast. That was how it should be fishing. And then the next 2 days, it just progressively got a little bit tougher, and then today was just way tougher. I went into one area this morning, caught one on the rip bait again, and then bounced 2 other spots, caught a brown that I thought was going to be the 6-pounder I needed, but of course it wasn't. And then rolled around into one other pocket, and I think the camera boat hopped on me then, and I missed like 3 or 4 on a rip bait right in a row. They were just eating a little funny today. So, that just happens. When it's your time to win, you know it, and when it's not your time to win, then you also know it. So it was kind of obvious today was not going to be my day. But I had an amazing time. I got to say thank you to my parents. They always show up. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. And also the Klein family, they had me staying at their cabin this week. They've been awesome. And Amy for the breakfast burrito. That was awesome. But I had an awesome time this week. I mean, this lake's phenomenal. Catching smallmouth, I love fishing for smallmouth. They're one of my favorite favorite fish to catch. And I just got to, thank everybody that supports me. I got a bunch of sponsors all over the Jersey. I know Matthew already said it, but, CNC Marine, I've been going through them since, I think, my very first boat. And I've had a lot of old boats and a lot of boats that should not be running anymore, and they always manage to keep me on the water. I have never had a time where I did not make it back to the launch ramp in one piece. So huge thank you to you guys, Jeremy, the whole crew over there. You guys do an awesome job every time I bring my boat by. Just everybody else on the Jersey. I know we got some more big bags to weigh in, so I'm going to get off here. But good job, Matt, and good job to all the rest of the guys that weighed in today. You guys are fun to fish against, and hopefully next time I do a little better.
Oh, you didn't win today, but you're always a winner in my book, Luke. All right, Matt. Well, 3 more. And they're not guys I would shake a stick at. Some of the best guys I've ever fished against. So if I were you, I'd be really nervous. But from Oakley, California, Nick Cloutier. All right, total weight, 12.42. Nick, let's grab a couple photos here. All right. Well, when you hear Nick Cloutier's name, it normally comes with in the top 10. This guy's been in a lot of top 10s. What a great fisherman. What a great family. Tell us a little bit about how your last couple days went.
Yeah, day one, it was awesome. I've been here once before when we came here 2 years ago. It was the only spot I could catch fish then. It was the only spot I could really catch them during this tournament. I went there, throwing an A-rig, caught basically all my fish on day one on an A-rig. Day two, it was getting a little tougher. The spot was getting beat up. A lot of guys were moving in on it. I managed to make it in off of that spot. And, going into today, I kind of knew that spot wasn't going to produce a winning bag. But I ran there first thing, got 5, and then kind of ran around a little bit. But, congrats, Matt. Awesome job, dude. And I got to thank everybody that helps me out. My beautiful wife, she's been handling these 2 monsters here all weekend, and I'm very grateful for her. Gone Fishing Marine, they keep my brand new Ranger Z520R up and running, and my Mercury. Mark and all the boys down there, they do a great job. Phoenix Rods, G-Rat actually caught a lot of fish today on their new jerkbait. So check them out. My brother's tackle shop, the Bass Hole, it's in Bethel Island. We're actually headed to the Delta. Well, I'm going home anyway, but next event's on the Delta. Everybody stop in. That place is loaded to the gills with everything you need and more. Definitely got to thank Mercury. No, I'm missing Garmin. I live scoped every fish. Every single fish I caught them on live scope. Check them out. It's the best forward-facing sonar in the game, in my opinion. So, thank you.
All right, come here, guys. Hey, come here. Hey, can you do a Happy Mother's
Happy birthday to you.
He's trying to sing Happy Birthday with Happy Mother's Day. I love it. All right, Nick, we appreciate you and your family. Good job, guys. All right, Matt, only 2 more anglers left. 2 more. See how this goes. Our next angler from Oroville, California, Ryan Friend. All right, total weight, 13.18, 13.18. All righty, Ryan. Well, the last couple days you've definitely been up there in keeper count and stuff like that, and looked like you were catching quite a fish the last 2 days. How did day 3 turn out for you?
Well, obviously not quite as good. Yeah, you know, this lake, for what I was doing, it changed a little bit every day for me. I caught them the way I like to catch them. I caught most everything on a float and fly, and it was really interesting to see those fish each day transition from the way they would eat the bait. You know, the first day they would really come up for it. Some of those suspended fish would really shoot up for the bait and eat it. The second day they would see that bait coming and they would go to the bottom, and then they'd slowly come back up. And then today, a lot of those fish that I had located, they just disappeared, and I tried to play the whole, you know, stay calm, wait them out, let them show back up, and they didn't show back up. So, yeah, but it was a great tournament. I mean, day 1 was great, day 2 was great. I actually took a nap out there day 2. And today was just, you know, I knew I kind of stuck out in that one spot because I knew, you know, it had the potential to catch 5 3+ pounders. And so that was what I went with, but a great tournament overall. I want to thank Wild West, Apex. You guys did an amazing job. Plumas Pine showed up. Thank you guys. This is amazing. It's really cool to have the restaurant there back and running again, nonetheless, after the earthquakes. But yeah, I want to thank first and foremost, my wife. Anybody that knows her knows she shows up to all these events. She takes pictures of all you guys. She'll make sure to get them to all you guys. I want to thank my parents. Actually brought their RV up, stayed right there about 75 yards from the lawn tramp. It was fantastic. And I want to thank sponsors that allow me to do this. California Outdoor Properties, Mike Friend RVs, our family business. If you guys are in the market to sell or buy a piece of land, check out California Outdoor Properties. Their marketing is second to none, I promise you. So thank you, everybody. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers tomorrow, and we'll see you at the next one.
All right, thank you, Ryan. We really appreciate it. Wow. Hold on, Scott. Hold on. And then there was one. Whew, I'm not even going to win anything, and I'm nervous. How do you feel over here?
Whew, I'm sweating it. I just keep looking at that trophy. Come on, baby. Come on. I hope Scott the best of luck, but sorry, buddy. I want that trophy.
Well, he's not your friend right now, Scott. Well, from Paso Robles, California, he led day 1 and day 2. Scott Ellison. All right. Well, this is what everyone's been waiting for, to crown our Apex champion for Lake Almanor. But you know what, Scott, real quick, everyone ends up crying when we weigh these, and whichever one of you two win, I don't want you crying when I'm trying to talk to you. So tell us a little bit about today.
Yeah, just real quick, I'm going to be short. I want to thank some sponsors. This week I was using a Stealth Sticks rod. It's a new prototype rod. I was throwing a little Kitech, the 3-inch Easy Shiner, on a 16th-ounce ball head, which is super light, and I can bomb that thing with that rod. And made all the difference. I caught a bunch of big fish on it. Also want to thank Anglers Marine in Anaheim real quick. They are my primary sponsor, and if you're in the industry or looking for a new boat, go check them out. Let's weigh these things and see who wins.
All right, Matt, why don't you come up here and stand next to me. All right, Scott. So you need 1537. 1537. But just kidding. Just kidding. I have nothing to say. Let's go. All right. 1147. Matthew Naidoo, our Lake Almanor champion. Why don't you grab that trophy right there, Matt? Lift that thing over your head.
Yeah, baby! Woo-hoo! Yeah! Got it! Yeah! Woo! Huh.
Matthew Naidoo with 1537. Plumas Pines, your Lake Almanor champion.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Oh, baby.
All right. Well, you survived it, Matt.
Man, this is my first major win. You know, I've been doing this, I consider a long time. I used to fish as a co-angler, and, you know, I went to the Forest Wood Cup in 2011, and I've never won any major events. You know, some team events, and man, to fish against this caliber of anglers and take this trophy home, man, it's the most special feeling in the world, you know, besides having my kids and getting married to my wife. Well, God, you know, I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. You know, I just want to thank all my fellow anglers, thank the Wild West Apex Trail for putting these events on. I was looking at Lake Almanor on the schedule, and I just had a feeling, man, that I was so pumped and jacked up to come up here, and you know, I made it happen. So, you know, like I said, thank God. I'll tell you all about the baits I'm using online and show you my rods and everything. I'm just gonna be short and sweet right now, but thank God and thank you, Wild West, and I am just so pumped up. And thank you all my sponsors. Like I said, Trey Williams, thank you so much for your help, buddy. Couldn't do it without you guys.
Good job, buddy. Good job, Matt. Good job. Give your kids a hug. Give your wife a kiss. Go enjoy that win. We'll talk to you later. Plumas Pines, let's give these top 10 anglers and Matthew a great round of applause, guys. Make it loud for these guys. Way to go, top 10 anglers. All right, again, before we sign off, I'd like to thank Plumas Pines Resort. Again, I know we've said thank you so many times, but we really mean it from the bottom of our hearts. You guys have been wonderful, constantly checking up on us to see if we need anything else. The Chamber of Commerce here, thank you. And again, our sponsors for 2023, we have A&M Graphics, Excel Marketing, AccuCol, Basscat Boats, Ben Green Insurance, Bob's Machine Shop, Bridgeford Food, Dish Network, Duo International, Fisherman's Warehouse Megastore, Garmin, Mercury Marine, Navionics, Next Gen Lithium, Power Pole, Price Family Dealership, Roman Made, St. Croix, Signature Gates and Welding System, Super Clean, Valley Outdoors, and Wood Brothers Flooring. Everyone here at Plumas Pines, thank you for joining us. Everyone at home, thank you for following us on social media. You can find everything on Facebook, Instagram, and apexprotour.com. Thank you.